Welcome to episode 1 of the Tampa Bay Rays franchise. In this series, I plan on trying to, get the Tampa Bay Rays to a World Series. Now, I don't want to play every single game. One, that would just take forever, and two, I think I could win majority of the games I play. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to player lock certain games depending on, if I have a prospect coming up, or even if it's a big game, I might just do, the moments that come up. But I definitely don't want to play every game. And I feel like that would take away from the players too. Like I'd like to see, the overalls and the players that we actually develop do good in simulation, not just, from me playing with them. Now, when I am playing in the games, I'm also not going to be using a PCI. I'm just going to be using a timing, hitting ability. I feel like I'm not the best at this game. I'm solid enough to where I feel like I could beat the computer 95% of the time. So I'm going to be using timing for hitting, and then pitching, I'm just going to use classic. So this way, the player's overalls and attributes mean more than just me being, decent at this game. Now, looking at this roster, and one of the main reasons I wanted to do the Tampa Bay Rays in the first place is Junior Caminero. He's 22 years old, already an 88 overall. He is going to be the cornerstone of this team for the remainder of this series. Now, the rest of this team is not great. I will be completely honest. It's not the best, but I am looking forward to using him. I mean, we got a lot of older guys that will probably be off this team in the next year or two. But even like Griffin Jacks is solid. Andy Diaz, for being 34, is still a really good first baseman. I like the look of this team, and I think there's a lot of potential with it, but there's definitely a lot of moves I'm going to have to make. In terms of prospects, looking at it right now, we don't have many pitching prospects that I'm excited for. I mean, Shane McClanahan has a potential, but he's already on the roster, and I'm hoping he can just continue to develop. Outside of him, there aren't a ton of prospects I'm really looking forward to. Theo Gillen is solid. I mean, he's 23. He's 20 years old. He should end up being pretty decent. And then Slater DeBrune hopefully can develop into something. But neither of these guys are relatively close right now. They're both in A ball. So, I mean, it's going to be a little while till we see them. But hopefully, in the draft, we can start really adding some pieces and some prospects that could come up relatively soon. The last prospect that I completely forgot about is Carson Williams. Don't know how I missed him. This kid's already on the major league level. Hopefully he can have a really good season this year and really start getting that overall up. I'm not going to do any crazy trades or anything to start off this series. Kind of just going to see where the team's at over the first 30 or 40 games. Almost kind of just wait until the draft until we kind of have a good picture of what we really need on this team. Since I am really excited to see how Junior Caminero does this year, I think what we're going to do for our first game is player lock him and start opening day off right, hopefully. I do have both the hitting and pitching difficulty set to Hall of Fame, so this definitely should not be an easy franchise to run. It's going to be difficult to play these games, and hopefully it's just as difficult to sim them as well, because I want this team to win based off of, me building a good roster and actually having a good team. Starting off, though, first at bat of the game with Junior Caminero. Already have somebody on first, and we're taking that first pitch. We're spitting on it. I'm really looking forward to this series. I really love baseball. It's genuinely my favorite. It's my favorite sport out there. There's just something special about being at the ballpark that is awesome to me. Played it my whole life growing up. And I think this should be a really fun series. Hopefully, we can build a really good team. Right now, Junior Caminero is kind of the best and only player we really have. Not only, that's not fair, but there's definitely a lot of improvements we got to make on this team. Hey, and we draw a leadoff walk. Not leadoff, but our first walk of the year, which, hey, that's a solid first at bat. All right, Jake Fraley, it's time. Let's see you do something. Come on. All right, we're running. I don't know if that's caught or not, but yep, all right. Well, walk's not a bad way to start off the year with Junior. All right, next at bat here. See if we can get a hit. Start off the year perfectly. Nope. I don't know what my goal is in terms of wins this year. I don't expect to make the playoffs, really. I mean, we're in a pretty tough division. But hopefully, we can make some noise or at least make it kind of competitive. Damn. That was a decent swing, just not great contact. All right, third at bat. Still got a 0-0 ball game here. See if we can open this game up. Get the first run on the board of the year. Because right now, I don't know. I don't even know if that was a real strike. That was not a strike. That's a terrible call. We got to get a run on the board here, though. That's a bad swing. What am I doing? I got mad at that first pitch, and then I swing at some shit. Got to protect here. Damn, and I struck out. That's embarrassing. That's just sad. Okay, got runners on first and second. We have a chance here to do something. We can get that first run of the game here. There we go. I was so early on that cutter. That's crazy. I can't be that early on a pitch like that. That pitch had so much work. There we go. No, and I just blew it. Damn, dude. I'm early on all of these right now. Damn, we do end up losing game 1 of the year. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come, because we scored 0 runs and had 2 hits. I mean, good pitching performance, but I mean, you'd like to not have Matthew Liberator go 8 1/3 against you, like with 9 strikeouts, 0 hits allowed. Like that's terrible. We can't allow that to happen. All right, I think I'm just gonna sim ahead until I get a moment to hop into. But I will see y'all in our first moment. Ooh, we got a save. We got a save situation here. I'd love to get our get back after losing to the Cardinals opening day. That'd be nice. All right, I got Griffin Jacks on the mound here. Hopefully he has good control, because I have no control over that. I don't know. I really have no expectations for this team. Damn, that is a perfect bunt. Jeez, dude. I had no chance of getting that. And I'm hoping we can, make some noise, but I really do not have many expectations for this year. Just kind of, seeing what we got on the team, seeing if any prospects can really step up and be part of the future in this. I don't know. I don't know a ton about Tampa, but right now he's challenging that? Damn, that's a good challenge. Man, 3-0 count. This is not looking good. No, but I'm really looking forward to learning some of these players, just seeing, learning more about, because there's a ton of people playing baseball. That's a bad walk. No, but there's a ton of baseball. Like, every team has, 150, 200 players on the roster? It's a good bunt. At least got to get one out here. All right. I kind of put myself in a jam here. I'll intentionally walk him. That's a smart play. All right, let's see if we can get out of this jam, because I've kind of set myself up for failure here. I did not have those. That first bunt was really good, but a 4-pitch walk is just, or even a 5-pitch, whatever it was, is just sad. I should not allow that to happen. Okay, we do have a 2-strike count now. If I could get a strikeout here, that would be huge. Throw a changeup below the zone. Maybe we'll get him to swing. No, but we had a pitch to waste there. See if we can get him to go on the high fastball. Come on. There we go. That was not where I put that pitch at all, but that is a great strikeout. Ivan Herrera, let's see if we can get you out. This will be a good first win of the year. Come on. Wait, that's not a... How is it? Excuse me? I'm challenging that. That was a pass ball? Are you kidding me? And I blow that save. Awesome. That sucks. Dude, I didn't even realize that was a pass ball. I thought he tipped that. Now I gotta prevent them from winning this game. That is a good 2-strike. That gets us to a good 2-strike count, though. I want to get out of this now. I mean, I blew it in the first place. All right, we're going at him with the high heater. That got us out of the last batter. And, dude, Griffin Jack's control is kind of mid. I don't know if I'm going to stick with this type of pitching. This is not where I want it at all. We got out of it, at least. So we'll get to see some batters here. Let's see if we can win a game here, because I kind of blew it there, so I need to get this back. And I'm not hitting well at all right now. That curveball, my timing terrible. We got Cedric Mullins here. Hopefully he can get Junior home. I really can't be the reason we lose this game. That would be so sad. We had it. Oh, dude, that was a perfect pitch. I needed to hit that. Good timing, too. But, I mean, that's what 50 clutch gives you. That's why we're doing timing. If a player's not going to have the attributes to do well on his own, then I don't feel like I deserve to be able to go out here and win a game with terrible stats. It just doesn't seem very fair to me. But this would be a good spot for Cedric to, come in clutch. I don't need you to hit a home run. Just put something in play. What a play by the pitcher. Are you kidding me? He advances the runner, but that was easily a run. All right, let's see if Jake Fraley can come up clutch here. This is a huge spot. Just need something in the air. I just want to get our first win of the season. I feel like that's always. What are you pitching out for? Do you think he's stealing home? Why would you pitch out in that situation? No, but I want to get this first win out of the way. Probably get a week or two into the season in this episode just to kind of get a perspective of where we're at. Not that I think it's going to be great or anything, but it'll be nice to see. Damn, dude. All right, 2-2 count here. Need to put something into play. And I strike out. That's terrible. I'm still upset about that first batter. I had a decent hit up the middle, and that pitcher just made a crazy play. Now I actually need a hit. Damn, I'm very late on that. That's awful. My timing has not been good, and I'm not going to use the excuse of, this is my first game on. This is against a computer, dude. I got to do better than that. I swung at that. Not going to lie to you. I definitely pressed A, but I'll take it. I'm not going to complain about the show bailing me out. We do need a big hit here. I may have pressed A again. That slider's cooking me right now. This is a big spot here. I mean, we got the run over in that first batter. We got to do something to get him home. There we go. Ooh, that ball was crushed. Just early on it, though. Come on, we need something here. I got to stop pressing A at that damn slider. Slider just looks so pure. I feel like it's going to drop right in the zone, and then it's really inside. There we go. It's just not hit right. Not even a terrible hit. Just right at somebody. Didn't get enough elevation on it. All right, got to get out of this somehow. Kind of have to put up a run there in that first inning. Well, sorry, top of the inning. Because it's almost guaranteed. I mean, you don't even need to get a hit. Dude, this is bad. I am not a fan of this pitching style. That is a good out, though. That is a great out. All right, didn't advance the runner. Now they kind of need a hit. As long as you can get that first runner, I feel like you're set. Or the first batter out. I feel like you're set. Because now they can't just fly out. You can't get 2 straight flyouts to advance the runner. Let's see if we can get him to swing at this outside cutter. Well, we did, but he fouled it off. That's fine. I really need to get this runner out without allowing anything. Like, fly ball's fine. Any type out is fine, but I can't let him get a hit. No, we're not doing this. Let's try the low and away changeup. See if we get him to strike out here. Dude, Pedro Paez has a great eye. I can't let him. I can't let him get. A walk wouldn't be terrible. But I gotta make sure he can't get a hit here. I'm just gonna keep challenging him. I know he was early on it, but maybe he'll be early again. There we go. Okay, 2 outs. We got a chance here. Gonna start this bat out with a high and outside cutter, and he takes it. That's perfect. You gotta start these at bat outs. Jesus, I can't speak. These at bats out with a first pitch strike. That's the most important thing, because once you get down in the count, you kind of have to give him some pitches to hit. That's just not what you want. I got him. He's out. There we go. Okay, we survived the inning. We're good. To the top of the 11th here. Need something. I am getting cooked by these breaking balls right now. I don't know why I keep swinging at them. Normally, that's something I'm best at, is seeing the zone. There we go. That doesn't have to drop, but I'm definitely tagging up. We have enough speed to get there. No, we don't. Okay, this is bad. This is really bad. Known power hitter Chandler Simpson, we need you here. Hey, I mean, it's contact, but damn. That was a disappointing top of the 11. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of this 2 times in a row. Not allowing a runner on second with no outs to score is it's rough. That's an out, but it still advances the runner. That's like, we need a strikeout now or a pop-up. Kind of putting myself up in a terrible situation here. You really can't let the runner score. This might be it. Damn. I gotta get a great throw here. Damn, dude. I feel like I really blew that game. I had the chance to save it in the bottom of the 9th, and I threw it away with those walks. That's disappointing. But that's on me, though. Ooh, we get to start scouting now. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, I have no idea how to scout in this game. I think what we're going to do here, I'm going to have my top 2 scouts just try and discover new infielders and outfielders. I don't really have a good scout to try and find pitchers. None of their stats are really good, but I have some good discovery scouts. So these two are going to be focusing mainly on just discovering prospects for right now. And then I had my kind of mid scout just kind of start to look at new starting pitchers. All right, I'm going to hop into one more moment. This is about 2 weeks into the season, and we got a chance here. I mean, bottom of the ninth, down one. We got a shot to make something happen. Haven't been very good at this game as of now, but hopefully that changes. Nick Fortes is coming up here. He's 0 for 2 today. I don't know what his stats look like so far. Hopefully he can come in clutch. Don't need a home run here. Just need someone on base. Just got to start this off right. I'm not going to tell you guys what our record is right now. I'll show you that after this game. I wouldn't say any of it's very surprising. It's good to see. It kind of tells me right where we're at. Yeah, this dude kind of throwing heat right now. What's he saying? Yeah, he's 97, 102. Probably has outlier. This dude's throwing some heat. And he's kind of controlling it pretty well, too. I was just early on that. I smoked that thing. That was the pitch to hit. He threw a slider down the middle. I can't miss on that. And I'm late on it. That's annoying. Dude, I'm hitting the ball well. The timing's terrible. I definitely think I'm sticking with timing hitting because it makes the most sense to me. But pitching, I might change. Because, I don't know, Classic didn't feel like it didn't feel good at all. Like, I understand not wanting to be in control, have too much power over how a pitcher does, but I don't know, it felt like there was just nothing I could do with it. Drawing a walk here wouldn't be the worst thing ever. There we go. That's a good hit. That's got to drop. All right, starting this inning off right. We got a chance here. Not that I think Chandler Simpson is the guy to hit a walk-off home run, but I think he can put a ball in play for sure. That's what he does, right? Contact hitter. There we go. There's another hit. Runner on first and second, no outs. This is exactly how you want to start the bottom of the ninth. What a spot for Taylor Walls. If he can get a hit here, we're looking solid. Okay, this dude's got to stop hanging sliders because at some point I'm going to hit him. Those are the last 2 pitches I've hit. He just hangs these sliders. Ooh. No, that's a good take. That was not a bad call. That was a great take. I'd love another slider, though. Yeah, he's really struggling with command right now. Wait, they changed that to a strike? That was not a strike. Are you kidding me? That was not a strike at all. All right, 2-2 count here. Should advance the runner. No way in how that's gone. I don't even think it's worth tagging up. No, I would have been gone. Damn, dude. Got the top of the order now. These are the guys I want up. These are the guys I think can win us this game. Yandy Diaz starting off. Good power hitter. Actually, I lied. He has no power. Really? I feel like they're doing him dirty. I feel like he should have way more power than 54. No. Oh. Damn. I don't know if that's going to be a hit or not, but that's a huge mistake by the second baseman. Man, they called it a hit. All right. Jonathan Randall. We don't even need a hit right now. Just got to advance this runner home. Damn, he just blew that right by me. Jeez. He said, fuck you. I'm challenging you at this point. We need something. Okay, he's throwing straight gas. I was sitting on those sliders because that's what he kept throwing. But now he's not fucking around anymore. 0-2. Good take. He has thrown me 3 straight fastballs. He literally wants nothing to do with that slider anymore. I don't blame him. I've hit it 3 straight times. But there we go. Damn, I thought that was hit way harder. Definitely tagging up here. But there's no reason to... There we go. Ooh, that was a little too close for comfort. But we get our guy up. This is a perfect spot for Junior Caminero to come in clutch. We need him to really just get a single. Put something over the middle. I don't think that was a strike. I'm challenging that. And it stands. Okay. Does it just have to touch? Is that all it takes to get a strike? I guess I don't fully understand how the new ABS system works. Like, is it literally just, if it's touching by like a centimeter, it's a strike? I always thought it had to be, 50% of the ball. That's a terrible swing. I don't know why I would swing at that. I need somebody to hang another slider for me, because that was nice. I like that last pitcher. Damn, he just swung under that. That sucks. All right, that was a good win there. I just assumed the rest of that game, and we ended up coming through clutch in the bottom of the 10th. I'm happy that I was able to, get us back into that. Wish I could have won it there in the bottom of the ninth, but I'm happy with the win any way we can get it. About 2 weeks into the season, we are 5-5, which is kind of what I expected. I see us being somewhere around high 70s in terms of wins this year. I don't think we're going to be like a terrible team by any means, but I definitely don't see us being anything above 500 really. But I think that's a good first episode. We kind of get an idea of where we're at, what kind of team we're looking at here, but I'm pretty happy with it. With that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. See y'all next time.